I believe also in this day and age today, if I was teaching someone today, watch alcohol at business settings. Because if you drink one beer, people think you drank seven. You know, you're better served, to be honest with you. I have a friend that has a policy. Will never drink alcohol at a business setting, business environment, whatever. And this person's probably right. So any questions about this, about my experiences, good, bad, or ugly?
Yeah, something really interesting has kind of come up. And it really has to do with your personal brand and maybe your business brand. I'm just going to read this question first and go off from there. I have my own core values, but do I need to evolve them or think of different values for my personal brand in my career?
No. I think that you just got to recognize what your values are. Hopefully as a human being and hopefully you're a good person and you care about others and you have a good, honest bone to your body and those kind of things. Those are what inside yourself. Those are values. It's hard to adopt other values. You can't become something you're not. You can't say, hey, I want to, so I think the true value is deep inside of you, your values of the core of who you are. And hopefully, as I always say, 99% of people in this life are good people. Maybe there's a few things that, people aren't very good or are very nice, but I'd say 99% of people mean to be good. Their intent's honorable and their heart's honorable. And so I would go back. I think that's what you're saying. Are there other values that I need to obtain? Is that correct, Jack? Or try to become?
I think it's more the idea that what if you find out that your core values don't align with the values of the industry or the business or that you're with.
Okay.
For example, maybe the industry you're in highly values type A personality, but you find out that you're, you more align with, type C or type E personality.
Well, and that's great. And then, now part two of my answer, then I would tell you honestly and directly right to your face as I would say, then you really need to consider doing something else. Because if you're not aligned and you're not happy or they're not happy or you can feel that this isn't for you, it just may not be the industry for you. Okay. So that's not a bad thing. And what I'm trying to say is sometimes you've got to face it head on and realize that maybe as much as I want it, or as much as I thought I want it, or much as I thought I fit in, I don't. So it just tells you to move on to something else. That's what I would do. I'm just saying personally, if what you just said, I'm not going to be able to change to adapt it because I probably wouldn't be happy, So I would probably look for some other opportunity in a different industry, figure out again what's my talents, what I like to do, and I'd probably have to move in a different direction. That makes sense?
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I don't know. Here's the problem. When you try to adapt to something else, it's kind of like what I call walking on eggshells. Jack, you ever date somebody that you felt like you were walking on eggshells? Whatever you did, whatever you said, you had to be careful all the time?
I think some people in our audience can relate to that, yeah.
I can relate it. I did it. And I didn't end up with that person. Same thing. Don't walk on eggshells. Be yourself. Be comfortable in your shoes. And if it doesn't work, if you got to be something different all the time, it's not going to work. And if that's not you in that industry, that's okay. There's going to be something for you. I always say the sun does get up the next morning. It's going to be all right. Wait 24 hours. Think about things. Slow down. Calm down. And it will be fine if you have to move on to something else. Okay, so here's some of my successes. Like you say, what's Chip Helm think? Well, my 35 years, this is what I believe. The core elements of successful personal branding. Someone who's successful has a good personal brand. Here's what I believe. And this comes strictly from my opinion of 35 years in the business, understanding things. Humble, a learner, interpersonal skills, smart, hungry. That's part of the core elements. Positive attitude, energy. Perfect your storytelling stories and skills. Remember I told you all have a story out there. Feel good about it. You can say it in a humbling way, what you've done, in a very, Cultivate strong working relationships, trust, respect, empathy, integrity, accountability, competence. And I'll be honest with you, this last one is critical. I don't care if you're starting out, if you're in the middle of your career, and step up your writing and grammar skills. Step up your writing and grammar skills as part of your branding, because that needs to be higher level. You need to push that up. I think that's part of it. Again, that's my what I believe to become a successful personal brand for someone. If you follow those rules, if you can adhere to that, or you can see you can fit in that, I think you'll have your personal branding story and your key to success to sustaining it and not falling like I have. You're going to fall, by the way. You're going to come up, go down, go up, come down, go up. Nobody is going to have the greatest personal brand their whole career. We all make mistakes. We're all good people. It's just humbling. We don't realize what we did, but now you can start understanding that when it does, you see it, and then you can change it and make a difference. I love this. TED Talk speaker Sean Anker said the following: how hard you work directly affects how successful you become, and how successful you become defines how happy you will be. I love that. I love that quote. I love that quote. As an entrepreneur or creator or professional, whatever it is you are, your business, your craft, your value is an extension of yourself and a part of your life story. Your brand and your reputation, remember, reputation are invaluable. Guard them with your life. And then I'll end with this. Will Rogers said it best. It takes a lifetime to build a good reputation, but you can lose it in a minute. And that's it. We've got about 15 minutes before we have a drop down. I'd love to have some more questions. You can ask me anything. It doesn't have to be on personal branding.
Somebody mentioned they really like the quotes you showed on the previous slide. Can you just go back to that for us?
Yeah. That one or that one, the very bottom.
I think it was,
work directly affects how successful you become, and how successful you become defines how happy you will be. And I can, these are on slides that they have access to, my whole slide presentation. Then, obviously it takes a lifetime to build a good reputation, but you can lose it in a minute. And by the way, I have that's what I'm telling you. When you lose it fast. And sometimes you're unaware you lost it for a long time. And then all of a sudden you go, oh my God, sorry. Oh, shoot. You lose your brand, and you better get up, dust yourself off, and sit down and slowly work yourself back up. Okay, what did I do? Let me go talk to the person or persons. Let's start building that brand back. And I've had to do that a few times. I've not had a rocket career, in the industry. So, good people, I believe, do fall. And remember something: if you have enough passion and drive, you won't let yourself fail. It doesn't mean you fail when you fall off the ladder. As I call it, I fell off a ladder and hit the ground, and I had to get back up on that ladder. But I'm just saying that's, I didn't fail because I wasn't going to let other people and the perception of me, let's say, ruin it. I was going to figure it out. I was going to work on it, and I was going to move forward. Everyone has to have that kind of mentality in your mind. You can't dwell on it. You can't get down on it. It is what it is.